Nor my messy here for today's video. I kind of want to spill the tea from yesterday, from what we found out from Ask Abby, and since although there's really not a ton of tea to spill, there is some. So I asked Abby one question, and this is one that I wanted to know her honest answer on, which was, what's her thoughts on XOMG Pop? JoJo's mom, JoJo's mom, Jessalyn Seymour, girl group. And I got an answer. And she basically said that she has not seen the TV show because she doesn't have that streaming platform, Peacock. But she supports them and wishes them the best. Which, I'll take that as a good answer. I'll accept that as an answer. The only answer that I wouldn't accept is if she said oh, they're horrible and all of that, because they're not. But that's a good answer. I love XOMG Pop, and I just want to find out Abby's opinion on them. And there were a lot of questions that went back and forth, and so many questions on there. And one was, what was her favorite memories from filming the TV show, and she had a really good answer that I really enjoy, which was when Broadway Baby would come into the studio and the kids would be laying on the floor, or they would be Broadway Baby would come in, interrupt rehearsals, and the kids would be doing stuff on the floor, and she would go over and start licking them to death, because she thought, oh, if you're on the floor, then you're there for me. She said lots of fun things like that. Then she gave us some big time tea. Big time tea. Which was, so someone asked something or someone had asked if she's friends with Kathy, and she said that they moved on, they're good, and Kathy publicly apologized for hitting her with the purse, and she apologized for putting water on her, and the story. So for those who don't know the show Dance Moms, there's an episode which first up, there's an episode where Abby basically dumps water on her, and Kathy comes over and hits her with her purse. Now, what actually happened, so the producer sent Kathy in to cause some drama, make the show a little bit better, and what happened was Abby was drinking water, and she had finished, and she didn't twist the cap all the way on her bottle of water, and she had the idea to kind of scare Kathy a little bit and do this with the lid on, but the lid wasn't all the way closed, and so water actually went on her. And so and then Kathy came over and basically hit her with a purse, and what actually happened was she did not mean to hit her that hard. It was for stage drama, and that the reason that actually was so bad was because she had everything in her purse, in this little handbag, and so they apologized, and the big T comes in to where, and she said that no one knows this, and I'm shocked they didn't film this, because this would have been some big time drama tea for the show, that afterward Abby went to the police station and filed to file a report, or for an actual hands-on offense. but it's just stage drama and mistakes happen, and Abby didn't mean to like get water on her, and she didn't mean to like hit Abby that hard. Like she didn't even really want to hit Abby. It's literally just for stage drama, because the show is literally all of it like it's filmed. They try to put as much drama as they can into the episodes, so a lot of it like it's just stage drama. Like, and then another question. This one I'm not gonna like give the full like tea or full answer on, which is that because it's not really my place to like give. Here's what I'm gonna say. And so the next question that has some tea is when there was a question, does Abby still talk to Maddie and Mackenzie? And the answer to that is that's not my place to say. It's just that there really isn't much of an answer to it. It's like a very short, simple answer. So that's what you're getting is no. So yeah, so like that's just the short, simple answer to that. Then someone also asked like, does she still talk to any of the moms? And she said yes. And I kind of knew that because like they're proof, like social media proof that like Abby's like hanging out with like JoJo and like her family still, and like that sort of thing. So like I kind of like knew that with like JoJo's mom. I didn't really know about any of the other moms really. I'm like trying to come up with like there were so many questions, and then and like but like none of them had like much of like any like tea or anything, because a lot of the questions were like dance related, of like what do you do to prepare for a competition, like that situation, like so I'm trying to like share like the tea questions, the questions that like you guys would most likely be interested in knowing. And then I'm trying to like think here, because it's hard to like, it's one of those things that I want to like give you all the tea, but then there's really not like an insane amount of tea. So like, let me think. Oh wait, there is some. No, for a second I thought I had something, and then I realized no. Like on. Oh, there was. Oh wait, here's some tea. Someone asked how long Chloe was suspended for her hat falling off on stage in the Pink Lemonade dance. And then, like, Abby's assistant and, like, the person who asked the question, like, had to, like, remind her of, like, what the dance Pink Lemonade was, because she, like, had no memory of it. Or she like couldn't think of what it was, and then she explained. So there's a group dance on Dance Moms called Pink Lemonade, and basically in the dance, the costumes are like black and light pink, and they have these hats, and they like had to like they had to use these hats as props, meaning like they would have like parts of it, like they would be holding the hat, parts of it would be on their head. And in that episode at the beginning, Abby said and told everyone that if they drop a hat, they're out. And then Chloe got suspended for like 2 weeks. It's because she dropped her hat on stage. and basically Abby explained that Chloe was not actually suspended. She would never suspend someone because they're paying for dance class, but she was most likely suspended for the show to cause drama, and that there was something else going on. Maybe something, and she had something going on at school or something, and so they used suspension on the show to cause drama or something. Other than that, I'm really trying to come up with the T-film, even just questions about the show that I got answered. There really is. Oh wait, Brainy. That is a good question. So someone asked something about Brainy, or I forget what it was. Something to do with I see the nader Brainy, and or no, I forget what the actual question was. But basically, Abby went on. I remember the answer to the question, which is important, or something about the question was about Brady, or Abby was telling stories about some of her very famous boy dancers. And then Abby brought up how this is one that is out there, the answer is out there, but I want to incorporate, since I don't have much tea or anything. That Abby was constantly asking them for a boy, because Abby loved all dancers, but she always wanted a boy on the show, a boy dancer. And then finally, when season 8 came, they finally made the decision to give her what she wanted. And then she went no, we need 2 boys. Because, she went no, we need 2 boys. Because I think it had something. Now, here's the thing, is that yesterday her answer, they're part of the answer out on social media, and part of it, she said, yesterday, I don't know if any of these are out or what, but, now they are. Don't worry, I'm not gonna get in trouble, for this. This is just, something totally only fine for me to do, is spill some tea, which was something. And then basically Abby wanted 2 boys, and on social media, in a Q&A or something, Abby explained that it was so that they could challenge each other and make each other work really hard. But then in the end, yesterday, she basically went on and said that she just wanted 2 boys, and that kind. And so they went no. Had they 2 boys, and then the mom would have something. Oh wait, it was so the mom could have something to I kind of get annoyed with, and challenge and cause a little bit of drama. So, and Abby just likes boy dancers. She always wanted a boy dancer or more than one on the show. And so, because Abby, from the way it sounds, Abby never casted the show on who's going on and who's not. Because I know Abby pretty well, and I know that if she was in charge of casting the show, there would have been more boys on the show. And chances are she might have a team mostly of boys on the show. So, like, yeah, like, and so, they didn't listen and she only had one point. But Brady was an amazing dancer, still is. And because I follow him on Instagram and stuff. And he was on the show, and like that's the thing that I like to say is that, like, from my perspective watching it, all of the dancers on there were amazing. Like, but if I had to pick like my top 4 favorites, I would say on the show, well, number 1 would obviously be JoJo. Like JoJo, like I just love JoJo. And, like, I feel like the reason that I love JoJo partly because, first up, JoJo's just, like, fun, and I just really enjoy, like, JoJo. And then Eliana, obviously, like, I'm a huge Eliana Ronsley fan. She's part of the squad now, and that's, like, really cool. And then, and the thing that I love is that with both JoJo and Eliana Ronsley, I kind of grew up, like, I kind of got to, like, watch them grow up. In the sense that, like, JoJo, when she started on Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition, I think she was, like, 8 or 9. Like, I'm not 100% sure, I'll have to go back. But, like, she was, like, on the younger end. Like, and that's not, like, super, super young, but, like, still, like, and with Eliana, when she started the show, I think she was 8. When she started on Dance Mom, she was like 8 or 9, I think, on the mini team. And then, and now JoJo's 18, and Eliana is 14. Yeah, 14. And that one thing I did want to say about Squad Tour is that which is that every single squad member, I'm like on social media, like, I don't really notice, like, size too much, like, oh, like, situation, like, a little bit, not too, but when I went to Squad Tour, all of them were close to my size. Like, the only one that, like, I feel like if you didn't measure to the top of, like, hair, then Lion would have been close to my size. Even though he posted on his Instagram he was, like, 5'8" or something. But then, like, in real life he was, like, close to my size. Then, like, all of them looked, like, close to my size. Like, literally, Jenna was a little bit taller than me. Piper and me were, like, practically the same size. Like, all of, like, I'm not joking, I think Eliana was the same size as me. Like, maybe a little bit bigger, but not much. Like, and then, like, was taller. But not, like, an insane amount taller, but, like, taller. I'm trying to think. Jensen was my size, pretty much. Like, maybe a head taller. Like, which was really, but honestly, I'm gonna be honest, from the Ask Tabby Q&A, there really wasn't much, like, tea or, like, there really wasn't much that, like, in, like, all of it was, like, fun and interesting, and there were a lot of questions, but off of the top of my head, that's what I can think of, and a lot of the questions were just dance related, like, what do you do to, like, prepare for a competition, like, I, like, all sorts of, like, things. But Chloe was never actually suspended. Abby said she would not do that, because that is, like, she was paying for dance class. And so, like, I literally cannot think of, like, any, like, really, like, other good question. So I'm gonna end this here. You might get like, a part two to the video one day when I come up, when I can think of more of the answers and, like, questions that, like, you might find interesting. Also, then, like, also, you might get a second video today, depending if I want to film again today. / also, if, like, I have some, like, stuff coming in the mail, some wall, like, some, if I, like, get the squad, like, wall finished today, but I can't, like, really get started on it until I get some, I have, like, a package coming in the mail of, like, squad stuff. And then I actually have 2 packages of squad stuff coming. One has multiple things. One has one item, but it's a really cool item. And then I have another package also coming, but that's petite and pretty. And I, like, can't wait. Like, this year, I feel like I got some good Valentine's Day gifts because my family sometimes, like, will get me, like, Valentine's Day gifts, just, like, some fun stuff. And then, but my parents kind of let me, like, pick out my gifts a little bit because my mom, like, I'm hard to, like, get for because, especially around Valentine's Day, because I don't do the candy situation, the sweets. Like, no. Like, the only, like, sweet thing I do is, like, Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi. And occasionally, I don't mind a regular, like, Pepsi. Other than that, no. Like, I'm not, like, a sweet eater or anything. And so, like, it's that, like, whole thing. So, yeah, basically, like, so anyway, so my parents sometimes, I'm like, they'll just let me, like, pick out my gift. Like, they'll be like, okay, within this range, because they don't want to do anything, like too crazy or, like, 100 or something. But, like, a good little range, and then I'll, like, pick out, like, gifts, but it's only 2 items, unless one item is, like, really, really, like, like, an eracer or something, then, like, we'll go, like, a third, like, really cheap item. Peace out.